Hi guys, very good morning. I hope you guys are doing fine and staying at home and taking care of yourself and being safe and maintaining the right hygiene and the social distancing. Don't have to maintain social distancing with your parents, okay? So be very close with your family and relax and enjoy and study as well. Okay, so I just want to start and just tell you that we had left. We were talking about the new kingdoms. That day I was sending a video about the new kingdoms which came up, and the new kingdoms in the north and mainly in the south. We were talking about the Rajputs and the rivalry between the regional powers. Then we had the Gurjara, Pratiharas, the Palas, the Rashtrakutas. Okay, so I have sent a video also to you, and I mean a link in which the explanation has been given. But I would just like to also go through with some of my information with you so that you can relate both the things together and make your notes, and you will actually know. See, just studying history, learning the answers does not make sense. You have to dig into it. History, you have to try to find it out. So that will be much more better. So if I want to, I'll just start with the Rajputs today, and then I'll give you basic information about them, that actually who they are and how did they come and what happened, how did they lose, and we'll go like it will go like a story and we should try to learn. There are some points which are not in the book which I would like to share with you as well in a much more easier way. Okay, so the word Rajput literally means son of a king. Historians and scholars differ about the origin of about the Rajputs, but most of them agree that they belong to the Kshatriya caste. Okay, so the word Rajput actually says that they are sons of the king. Clear? Okay. They actually originated from the western, or rather from the western, eastern, northern India and some parts of Pakistan. Basic. Rajputs enjoyed their eminence during the 6th and 12th centuries. Until the 20th century, Rajputs ruled in towns, majority in the princely states of Rajasthan and Saurashtra. Basic information. Okay. So now what happened is, according to the information which we have and in the whatever is there in the books. So what are we learning? As it said, the Rajput in Sanskrit means Rajaputra, means the son of a king. Anything around about 12 million landowners organized a patrilineal clan of landowners and located mainly in the southern, central and northern India. Okay, and the land of that place was called the Rajputana, land of the Rajputs. That included a portion of present day Pakistan also. So what did I say? Rajaputra, son of a king, Rajput. About 1200 million landowners organized a patrilineal clan, fatherly clan with them according to their family, and located mainly in the central and northern India. But especially that land in historic region was called the land of the Rajputs. It was called Rajputana. Rajputras, Rajputana, the land of the Rajputs. But it also included of parts present day which is in Pakistan also, in eastern Pakistan. Okay. Now, Rajputs always regarded themselves as the descendants or members of the Kshatriya, the warrior ruling class. They call themselves the great warriors. But they actually were greatly in status, from princely lineages such as the Guhilot, the Kanchwaha to simple cultivators. Most authorities that successful claims to Rajput status frequently were made by groups. Okay, they were actually very rich people and they maintained a position in the society, but at the same time they called themselves warriors, Kshatriyas. Now, they attended a secular power. Okay, the groups that attend secular power, and they also had that power, and from the people who had come in from the Central Asia. Okay, like the indigenous tribes people probably absorbed in that way, they had come in, they got friendly with them. There are a number of Muslim Rajputs in the northwestern India and eastern Pakistan also. So just because their land was there, so the land of Rajputana according to their heritage or their hereditary lineup of their parents, even Muslims were called Rajputs. There are some Muslim Rajputs as well in the northwestern side of India and eastern Pakistan. The Rajputs generally adopted a custom of parda, seclusion of women. They tried to keep their women separate. They did not bring it into public. Like the simple thing, their ethos includes an intense pride in ancestry and meddlesome regard for personal honor. Okay, they have their honor within themselves. The Rajput has there's one dialogue in Hindi which says "Sar kata sakte hai, lekin sar झुकाएंगे नहीं." Rajputs, they are like that. They'll cut off their head, but they will not bow down. Then they seek hypergamous marriages. Hypergamous marriages means a bride marrying into a social group higher than her own. Girls were generally getting married in a social group higher than her own standards. That is called hypergamous marriages. Now, suddenly the Rajputs, after ruling in the Indian society, the northern western Indian continent, the subcontinent, under the impact of the Hephalites, the White Huns, and associated tribes from the mid 5th century CE onwards, following the breakup of the empire in the late 6th century, the Gupta Empire started breaking off. Now what happened is, there were the groups were coming in, and slowly the kingdom was breaking down. I'm just giving the basic knowledge, we'll go into it in details. Tribal leaders and nobles were accepted as Kshatriyas also, the second order of the Hindus, while their followers entered the fourth, the Shudra, the cultivators, ordered to form the basic tribal castes such as the Jats, the Gujjars and the Ahirs. Some of the invaders, priests, became Brahmins, highest ranking caste. Some indigenous tribes, clans also attained Rajput status, such as the Rathors, Rajputana, the Bhattis of Punjab, the Chandelas, the Parmaras, the Bandelas of central India. Rajput ancestry began to, it can be also divided, not actually began to, it can be also divided into a Suryavanshi, house of the sun or solar people. They are called the Suryavanshis. And or those who descended from Rama, from Lord Ram, the hero of the epic of Ramayana, and Chandravanshi, house of the moon or lunar people, or those who descended from Krishna, the hero of the epic Mahabharata. A third group, Agnikula, family of the fire god, is the group from which the Rajputs derive their claim to be Kshatriyas. Rajput habits of eating meat, other than they don't eat that beef or cow meat, and other traits suggest both foreign and aboriginal origins. Rajputs eat meat, they love eating meat, but to a extent. So this eating of meat, the other traits suggest that both foreign and aboriginal culture is there inside them. They are originated from that place. Now the Rajputs came into the political importance as early as the 7th century. Rajput dynasties dominated North India, and many petty Rajput kingdoms there were among the main obstacle to complete Muslim dominations of the Hindu India. In the earliest 1020s, the Rajput rulers at Gwalior and Kalinjar were able to hold off assaults by Mahmud of Ghazni, present day Ghazni, Afghanistan. Although the two cities did pay him tribute, after the Muslim conquest of the eastern Punjab and Ganges at the Ganga river valley, Rajputs maintained their independence in the fastness of the Rajputa and the forests of central India. Okay. So what happened? Slowly their kingdom was starting to break. And this happened during this, then again the Sultan Alauddin Khilji from Delhi reigned from 1296 to 1316. Took the two great Rajput forts of Chittor and Ranthambore in eastern Rajputana but could not hold them. The Rajput state of Mewar under Rana Sanga made a bid for supremacy but was defeated by the Mughal Emperor Babur at Khanau, Waj of Khanau 1527. So from the 1527, the action took a U-turn. The Rajputanas started going down. So this is still here I am going to tell you. So this is just the basic information about the Rajputs. Okay, I'll come back in the next video and we'll go into details and I'll explain it again as well to you. So this was just about the Rajputs. Okay, I'll meet you in the next video.